So you have started in GTA Grand RP for the first time and you are getting sick of the starter truck and renting out those terrible red mopeds all the time, but you start looking at the dealership and realize the cost of even a regular sports car is in the millions of dollars. But what if I told you there were quite a few cheaper alternatives for beginners that will still give you good performance and also really good looks? So here are some of the best beginner cars for GTA Grand RP, so without further ado, let's just jump straight into this. So let's start strong with the BMW M5 E34. A car taken straight from real life, this car is perfect for anyone just getting started in GTA Grand RP. It has 12 storage slots for any items you either can't carry, and a relatively large fuel tank with low fuel consumption, which is really important at the start of the game as you don't want to be spending thousands of hard-earned dollars on fuel just to get about the place. So having a car with the low fuel consumption perk is important. There is also room for 4 players in this car, meaning you can carry about your friends if you would want to. Now the car doesn't actually have amazing top speed, with it being about 210 km per hour if I'm lucky, but it actually handles quite nicely for the price. And that price is only $120,000, which is not that much in the grand scheme of things. You will definitely get your money's worth out of this car. But what happens if you are a Mercedes kind of guy? Well, the Mercedes 600 SL is a classic which looks really nice in game and has a really good price tag as well, coming in at only $90,000, which is a really good price and is less than the BMW, which means you can save your money for your next investment or something else, I don't know, spend it on what you want. Just like the BMW, it has 12 storage slots in the trunk, a big fuel capacity load and low fuel consumption, which is great as always. Now the top speed is actually better than the BMW, coming in at 235 km per hour, although it does take some time to get there. Basically the acceleration is not that great. It also has a great classic Mercedes interior and has a few simple upgrades which can make this car look very clean and nice. So for any beginner looking for a branded car with decent performance, this might be the one for you. But what if you have, let's say, less than $20,000? Completely broke, but you still want something new? Is that even possible in game? Well, yes, it actually is possible. The Future Shock SE comes in at a crazily low price of only $13,000 and really is underrated by quite a few people. It's much better than the default rat loader truck and has a 12 slot trunk just like the Mercedes and BMW, and actually has surprisingly good acceleration and a top speed which I found to be about 200 km per hour, and for $13,000 that is not bad at all. There are also quite a few customization options for this car, unlike the BMW and Mercedes, which have very few options. Although I wouldn't really recommend wasting money on upgrades for a car that you are likely to get rid of very soon after buying it when you get more money in the game. But for beginners, this is the ultimate budget-friendly vehicle. Another car that is seriously good value for money is the Futo GTX. It may not be a car based on a real life brand, but it is still a very nice vehicle with very good stats. It has 18 storage spaces rather than the 12 and a very large fuel tank, and it still has that handy low fuel consumption status, making it very good on paper. The handling is very good on this car for the price, and it can handle high speed cornering very well also. The top speed of this car is fine, with it being about 200 to 205 km per hour, but the 18 slot trunk really is the star of the show here. So if you need lots of storage for your seeds or pickaxes or other items, then maybe investing into this car would be a smart move. And did I mention it only costs $125,000, which just makes this car a great option for any newbies out there. But what if you have a bit more money to play around with? Well, there are some cars which can really give you that supercar performance without breaking the bank, which is why the Mazda RX7 is on this list. Coming in at $450,000, this car is getting towards the quite expensive mark. But beginners, this car can last you a while through the game, with 18 storage slots, a semi-large fuel tank and low fuel consumption, means you can get excellent performance without burning through fuel fast. Now for the extra money, you are getting a car with exceptional handling and a top speed of 240 to 250 km per hour, which is quite a bit better than some of the other cars on this list. Although that should be expected considering how much more this option costs. But if you really want a sports car rather than an old sedan or a compact, then this might be one you should be considering, as guys, this Mazda RX-7 is super underrated and I own one myself in game and I still use it till this day. The final car on this list is one I truly believe to be the best bang for your buck car in the entire game. Even if you are not a beginner, if you don't own this vehicle, you are a complete idiot. And we are talking about the BMW M3 E46, a car that looks incredible, sounds incredible, and performs very, very well. It may only have 12 storage slots, but it has low fuel consumption and a really large fuel tank, standing at 84 litres, which is the largest on this list. It has the best handling out of any car on this list by far, and has a really super good top speed of just shy of 300 km per hour, which is 200 miles per hour for all the British fellows watching this video. And to think that this car costs only $380,000, you would have to be mental not to buy this car if you have the money. It can even compete and not look out of place in some street races. It won't be winning them, but you definitely can compete with this car, and it is a car that you won't have to upgrade for a very, very long time if you don't want to. But that's all for today's GTA Grand RP video. If you did enjoy, then please smash that like button and subscribe for more GTA content. And if you want to download GTA Grand RP, then click the link in the description and the pinned comment. And like always guys, take care everyone and have a nice day.